Previously on Watashi Suzume.
So much for making a cool first impression. Work with me a little, will you? Oh my god. Aw, poor boy doesn't want to be a little tourist in his new school. Aw.
And now, back to the story.
Hello, everybody. My name is Lilith Saga. I am a writer, Succubus, and PNGtuber. And today we are continuing our adventure of Watashi Suzume. Let's see, last we left off, we took a new POV of Arabashi Shota. And we don't quite have a phase 2 yet, but he's a new transfer student here in Seishin-Tekina. And he had his first day of school, and he got assigned a tour guide, who is our own very lovely Ayumi Suzume, right in front of us, all cute ginger-haired and freckles. So, yeah, we're gonna go on this little tour of the city and see what happens. So I'm excited to see what transpires and see all the different places we go to. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Alright, this is our first stop of the day. Welcome to the Seishin-Tekina Market District. This is the Market District? The one back home is like 10 times this size. Oh yeah, I forgot, he's a big city guy, so yeah, this probably does seem pretty small to him. Sure, it isn't all that big, but I like to think it's big enough. It's big enough for such a small town, at least. You can catch a lot of the other kids from school hanging around here most days. Well, yeah, if it's not that far from school, I imagine this would be a pretty cool hangout place for people. You'll always run into someone that you know. Whether you want to or not is another matter entirely. So, any questions? Questions?
Pay attention already!
Yes, you idiot, questions! As in, you ask and I answer. How else do you think you're going to learn? Come on, there's gotta be something you're curious about. I'm supposed to be helping you learn all about Seishin-Tekina, aren't I? I won't bite if that's what you're worried about. Relax and ask anything that may pop into your head. I mean, you don't find me that scary, do you? Considering her little outbursts on the idea of being a guide for Shota, I'm sure he is very intimidated by her. But we all know she's a softie. Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to know more about the place. But what should I ask? Oh, decision time. Do they sell around here? Are there any local landmarks? No more questions. I mean, considering this is a market, I'm gonna, like, what do they sell around here? I mean, she's probably just gonna tell us about, like, the ice cream and stuff. I mean, local landmarks, I mean, I'm sure we'll find that more in other places. No more questions? No, we're not gonna do that one because that's just kind of moot point. But, okay, so what do they sell around here? What do they sell where you're from? Sorry, that was rude of me. I guess all the usual stuff they sell anywhere. There's a grocery store over there off the main road. And all your miscellaneous things are lined up on that other side. Towards the outskirts, we have things like a barber shop and a place to wash your clothes. Oh, there's also a couple of bars, but those are adults only. Am I leaving anything out? Oh, how could I forget about the ice cream stand? I'm gonna say, I was waiting for you to say that. Check it out. No matter where you are in the district, you can always see it. It's right smack bang in the middle of the whole thing. My best friend's aunt runs the place. She serves some of the best ice cream in town. Oh yeah, we gotta get that matcha ice cream sometime. It's more like the only ice cream in town, but it's still terrific. Give it a try, won't you? Might take you there sometime. You know, provided you don't become an annoyance or anything. I think that covers it for that question. Is there anything else you want to know? Okay, so we still get to go, well, since we have the opportunity. Are there any local landmarks?
Now let me think.
That's a tough one. Suzume scratches the back of her head. I've lived here so long, I don't really think of anything as a landmark. I guess the big one mentioned has to be the temple and shrine. I'd actually wager it's the most important place in town. It sits on the outskirts of the western side of the market. You can usually catch elders paying their respects there early in the morning. Not many people our age ever stop by there anymore. That's kind of a shame if you ask me. I plan to take you there next, so you'll get to see it firsthand pretty soon. I guess another landmark has to be the ice cream stand. Gotta love that ice cream. I mean, take a look for yourself. You can pretty much see the cone from anywhere in town. That counts as a landmark, right? Doesn't it? If you ever lose your bearings, just look for the cone. I think that about does it for landmarks. Is there anything else you want to know? I think that's all that we can come up with at the moment, so yeah, no more questions. So, is that all you want to know? I suppose that will do for now. It's not like I have a test planned for you or anything. Plot twist, there actually is a test. Right, so do me a favor real quick. Take a look at the ice cream stand for me again. I may have already mentioned this, but my best friend's aunt runs the place. If I didn't, I'm mentioning now. Good to cover her tracks, we love that in a girl. She works really hard to make every scoop special. It's really good stuff, homemade too, which is always nice. She'd probably love it if you stop by. You will stop by, won't you? Okay, Ayumi is someone who doesn't trust easily and thus has a hard time making new friends. Throughout Watashi Suzume, you'll be thrown in situations that will help sway Ayumi's opinion of you. Okay. These choices are known as affinity choices and play a vital part in your journey through Seishin-Tekina. How close Ayumi and Shota become affects the entire narrative of the story, so always take these choices seriously. When Ayumi is with you, you can check her affinity by clicking the sparrow icon in the top left corner of the text box. This serves as an indicator to tell you how the two of you stand. Will you be able to crack her shell? Okay. I didn't realize that the bird was a symbol for that, unless it's appearing right now that we've unlocked this option. Yeah, okay. So we're basically just gonna have to try to see if we become close to her or not close to her. But she's such a sweet girl, though. I mean, she's a little bit hard on the exterior, but I mean, she comes by it honestly because of her, again, she doesn't trust people as much. So, you know what? We'll take her recommendation because we trust her decision. So sure, I love ice cream.
Awesome, good choice.
It looks like we understand each other then. Well, at least when it comes to ice cream. Seems like nobody here even bothers to understand me. Anyway, if you love ice cream, then her stuff will blow your mind. She likes seeing new faces too, so she'll be happy to see you stop by. Or did Keiko tell me it was young faces? Suzume closes her eyes and thinks for a minute. I guess either one works, right? I think that about wraps things up around here pretty well. Next thing I want to show you is the temple. Okay, now see, we got the little green. We're green here. Suzume, are we on good terms? Oh, we have. Okay, Bruce asks, "What? I hardly know you. How about you wait until we're more familiar before asking something like that?" Though, if you like ice cream, that's a start. Oops, I did not realize it was going to start a conversation. I'm sorry, I wouldn't have asked that if I would have known. So, I guess you could say good of terms as strangers can be. Now, where were we? The next thing I want to show you is the temple. It isn't that far from here. You're not tired or anything yet, are you? No, I'm alright. I can keep going. Great, because I want you to go passing out on me. That'd give me a pretty bad reputation as a guide. Wow, you're taking this seriously, huh? Oh, hang on, why don't I let you choose? Wait, what do you mean? Weren't we going to the temple? I do have another place I want to show you besides the temple. Pull your map out for me, will ya? Okay, here you go. Perfect. So take a look here. Suzume places her finger down on the map at a spot near our current location. This is where the temple is. This is where the other place I want to show you. They're across town from each other, see that? So if you wanted, we could skip the temple for now. I'm sure you'll run across it eventually during your stay here.
I'll leave it up to you.
Well, okay. Do you feel like visiting the temple, or do you want to head straight to that other place? I'm fine with whatever one you pick. Of course, I have to show you the latter one regardless if we go to the temple or not. But at least this way, you can choose to head straight there instead of taking a detour. What do you want to do? I imagine all that walking is going to wear me out, but on the other hand, it sounds like she really wanted to show me the temple. It all really depends on my preference. I don't know. I wish we could do it all in one day, but obviously that's not how time works. Given that the temple is convenient, well, if we do like the temple is convenient, then maybe, I don't know, cause like I want to like seem respectful. I want him to seem like a respectful guy, and if he goes for the temple, then at least he'll have a good idea. But I don't know. We had a schedule, so I'm gonna go with it. If she's fine with either way, I think we'll see the temple. And then, since we don't even know what the other place is, technically. Oh man. Oh, you mean you actually want to see that old thing? Sure, you made it sound like a pretty interesting place. I think it'd be a neat thing to see. You do, huh?
Color me impressed.
But I didn't think anyone our age cared much about that stuff. Good to know I'm not the only one still a little interested in the old traditions. Ah, okay, still a good option. Alright, follow me. The temple isn't that far from here. I'll be right behind you. You better be. Don't want you getting lost on your first day here. This'll be fun, don't worry. Yeah, I believe it. Here we are. What do you think? I think it's pretty. And look at the garden, the birds, and it looks very peaceful. I have been to a few shrines in Japan. Not like many. Most of them were in Tokyo, like the Meiji Shrine in Tokyo. I think that was a little bit bigger than what this is, but so yeah, I think this looks very nice and very well kept. This is where our town's local temple and shrine are located. Since the market district is so close by, I thought it'd be a good idea to show you this too. It's always really peaceful around here. Do you get to hear the birds like this where you're from? Not nearly as often. They're usually drowned out by all the city noise. I know what you mean. I used to travel to visit my mom when I was a kid. She lived in a city kind of like the one you're from. I always hated all the noise people made. Guess we don't realize how much of it we make when you get a bunch of us together. Oh hey! That randomly reminds me of something important that's coming up soon. The Seishin-Tekina Founders Day Festival should be sometime next week. Self-explanatory, I know, but it celebrates the founding of the town. It's a pretty big deal around here. Every class makes a booth, and sometimes there's even a small parade. I think it's as noisy as this little town gets. You know what? Since it's held at the school, I'm gonna make it mandatory you attend. Mandatory? What's that got to do with showing me around? It'll go a long way in showing you want to be a part of the community. You're going to be at the school anyway, so it's not like it's going to be out of your way. Nope, that settles it. I'm making you go. Doesn't sound like I have much of a choice then. Suzume gives a short exhale and surveys the area. This place really is beautiful in the sunlight, huh? I used to come here all the time with my dad when I was younger. It's a great spot to stop and reflect on things that might be bothering you. Sounds like I need to start coming here more often. I mean, probably more peaceful, and you're able to have more clear thoughts than being cooped up in your house with the letter from your parents. Never mind that though, it's starting to get a little late. I do still have one more place I wanted to show you before we call it a day. Before we go though, do you want to leave an offering? Whether you believe or not, it might help lift your spirits. I'm sure someone like you needs all the help they can get. What does she mean by that? I guess it's not a terrible idea to leave an offering. Urta did give me some money yesterday too. Should I leave an offering at the shrine? Yeah, why not? I mean, If nothing else, it's just kind of like a memory of you being there. I mean, I think at every shrine that I went to, we ended up giving at least some kind of offering. Make sure you wash your hands first, though. I don't have much money on me. I hope this is enough. I carefully dropped the coin I got from my brother into the offering chest. It falls to the bottom with a metallic ting as it hits the other coins inside.
That was nice of you.
I'm sure that's plenty. I mean, it's still a fair amount. I mean, I've definitely put in less. Which is not a good thing to admit, but yeah, I'm sure he's fine. I personally don't believe the value of what you donate matters all that much. Okay, there you go. Yeah, it's always a thought. Yeah, because, I mean, what is God gonna do with all the currency? Go and buy some ice cream or something? What really matters is that you donated in the first place. So many people pass by this place without giving it a second thought. I'm happy to see someone else care a little. Well done, Arasashi. We should get going before it gets any later. There's still that last place I wanted to show you, and you still have to get home. Come on, follow me one last time for today. We're almost done with your first little tour. How many more of them should I expect in my future? I imagine many more. Okay, slow up, we're almost there. Ooh, is it gonna be the park? Suzume's taken me out a bit further than I'm comfortable with. Eh? What's with that look on your face, Arasashi? Hang on, you must have realized how far out we are. There's a good reason for it, don't worry. I'm definitely not going to rob you and kidnap you and take all of your money, especially since you have no money considering you just gave all of it to the shrine. Here, why don't you take a look down this street for me? See the house with the blue roof? That's my house. Well, it belongs to my parents, but you get the idea. That's where I live. I'm responsible for you, so I figured it was a good idea to show you where I live. That way, if something happens, you'll know where to find me. Thanks, that's very nice of you, Suzume. This isn't just for your benefit, you know. It isn't? Nope, it's all about protecting my investment. You being that investment. If Mr. Konbini finds out something bad happened to you, I'd be in real trouble. At least now, if you get in trouble, you can find me to bail you out of it. Now, give me your phone. What do you want my phone for? Obviously, she's going to give the number. How else are you going to contact me when I'm not around? I guess you do have a point. What do you mean? We're going to use carrier pigeons. Or, I guess, sparrow pigeons? Alright, here. I dig into my pocket for my phone, then hand it to Suzume. She takes it in her hands and inputs a string of numbers that seem random to me. When she finishes, she tosses it back to me with a cunning smile. Okay, now it looks like you're all set. Nice background, by the way. The moon really is amazing here, isn't it? I think it's because there's not a lot of artificial light. You can see the sky way more clearly than in other places. Oh.
Hey, listen!
Oh, did you know we have a festival dedicated to watching the moon? Oh, no, it makes sense. I'm not surprised by that. If you stick around long enough, maybe I'll show it to you. I know a great spot for stargazing. Sure, that sounds like it could be some fun. It could be, but I haven't decided yet if I like you or not. Don't take that personally. I've been told more than once that I can be a bit hard to deal with. You definitely give a strong impression, I'll give that, but it's okay. We know you're just good-natured. Among other particular things. Never mind that, though. That's my problem. Looks like that's all I have to show you for today. I guess I'll see you around? You do remember the way back, don't you? If you don't, you still have that pocket map of yours. Surface around here sucks, so be glad that you do. Best of luck to you, Arasashi. If you get lost, please don't hesitate to call, alright? I will. Thanks for the potential lifeline. It's a funny way to put it. Alright, see you later. No doubt, I have a lot of stuff to show you tomorrow. See you around. Glad I managed to get through that with my head still attached. Now, just where in the world am I? Where in the world is Arabashi Shoto? Shota, not Shoto. I'm doing great today. Ugh, my feet are killing me. Suzume took me out way farther than I realized. Huh? Out of the corner of my eye, I make out the scene of two adults talking under a dim street lamp. One appears to be wearing some kind of jumpsuit, and the other a well-tailored dress. What are those two talking about, I wonder? Excuse me, but can I ask you where you got that ticket?
Oh? You mean this little thing? They give them out all over town. There's supposed to be this grand prize given out to the winner later this year.
The grand prize? That sounds interesting. Can you show me where you got yours?
Sure, it's just over this way. All the shops in town are giving them out.
I only recently moved here, so I don't know my way around that well. Maybe you can show me? Wink, wink. I guess there's nothing that out of the ordinary. I should head inside. Urta's probably worried sick. It's a strange random event. I guess it seems fine. But if we hear a goddamn scream or something, we're hunting down all those tickets. My feet are killing me. I'm so happy to be back. Oh hey, look who decided to pop back in. I was starting to get a little worried about you. Glad you managed to find your way back on your own. Urta looks at me relieved. Thought I might have to go out looking for you. You didn't run into any trouble, did you? Sorry, I didn't mean to worry you. I was assigned a guide to show me around town today. She took me out a bit farther than I expected. That's the reason I'm so late getting back. A guide, huh? Urta curiously scratches at his face. Well, do you think you learned anything? A few things, yeah.
Awesome!
Then it looks like everything turned out okay. You're probably hungry though, right? Oh yeah, let's get that ramen. I'm starving. Thought so. Come on, I've got some grub already waiting on us. Oh, speaking of food. Did you take one of my protein bars this morning? It's cool if you did, of course. Yeah, I was in a rush this morning and there was nothing else around. That's my fault then. Sorry about that. Stopped by the grocery store on the way home from work today. I picked up some cereal and a few other fast-to-prepare foods. Thanks, I appreciate it. No problem. It's what I'm supposed to be doing as your caretaker. I got your back, little bro. I'd hate for Mom to think I've been starving you. Before we eat, why don't you hop in the shower for a bit? I'll reheat the food and have it waiting for you on your way out. Sounds fine with me. I feel like I could use a shower after the day I've had. I can imagine. See you when you get out. Shower simulator, let's go. I let the warm water of the shower run all over me. The heat does wonders for my tired feet. It also helps to relieve some tension in my shoulders from the long walk. I couldn't help but reflect on my first full day in town. It honestly doesn't seem all that bad. What was I so worried about? I turn the shower off and step outside to a steam-filled bathroom. My favorite. After getting dressed for bed, Urta and I sat down together for a late dinner. Around half an hour later, it was finally time for bed. My first full day is coming to a close. I didn't think I'd ever make it through. Throw myself on top of my bed and close my eyes. Kind of makes me wonder what I was so worried about in the first place. There's a calm breeze blowing through the window I opened. It feels super refreshing as it rolls across my face. I'd make an effort to watch the stars again, but I'm super tired. No doubt. All that walking really wore me out. No, tonight I'm going to head straight to bed. Early the next morning was the start of another school day. At least, this time, I knew what to expect. Alright, settle down. We have some announcements to go over. First, I was told to let you all know that clubs are going to be opening earlier than expected this year. Some of them will be available as early as next week. Mr. Konbini tightens his tie and continues. For our musically inclined, the music club is going to be one of them. It's mandatory that all transfers here for the music program register before the end of the next week. If you fail to register, you void your scholarship. Ooh, shit. Okay. Make sure you do that. Everyone else should think about applying to one without being forced to. look great on your resumes. But aren't they also, like, required in Japan? Second on the list has to do with our Seishin-Tekina Founders Day class booth. Work will start on our class booth for the festival later on during the week. Be sure to talk to the class rep if you're interested in lending her a hand. In response to this, a few whispers begin popping up from all around me.
Sweet, an excuse to skip class? I know, right?
I'm so there. No kidding, beats English class for sure. I'll just pretend that I didn't hear any of that.
Hey, psst, psst.
Huh? I turn my head to the seat beside me. There I see Suzume, hunched down, trying her best to get my attention stealthily.
Let's meet up in the market after school, okay? You remember the way there, don't you?
Yeah, I think so.
Good. If you find me, then I'll treat you.
Treat me? Ooh, we get an ice cream? I wonder what you could mean by that.
Ice cream, you idiot! Let's get some ice cream, please!
The school day went by with nothing interesting of note. I put my books away without any trouble this time and head off to find Suzume in the market district. I can only imagine what she's going to show me this time. Let's get that matcha ice cream. Sounds so good right now.
Ah, there you are.
I was wondering what was taking you so long. You didn't get lost, did you? I'm only teasing. You're here now, and that's what matters. So, what's on the agenda today?
I figured I'd treat you to some ice cream. Sound good?
I mentioned it before, remember? It's supposed to be the best in town, if I remember right.
Exactly.
Suzume flashes a grin. Come on, what are you waiting for?
You'll absolutely love it, I swear.
It'll blow your mind, just you wait and see.
Hell yeah. Ah, there really is nothing better. Admit it, you think it's pretty good too, right? Don't even try to deny it. I may have hyped it up a bit, but it totally lives up to it.
I'd say you hyped it up a lot, actually. But it is pretty good.
Aha! Totally called it.
Suzume begins grinning from ear to ear. Keiko's aunt really goes all out when it comes to the ice cream. I can't compliment the stuff enough.
I'm super happy that you enjoyed it.
It's nice to sit down and take in the view every once in a while. One of the major perks of living here is that the beach is always there. Wherever you are in town, you can always look out over the sea. I wonder how good sea salt would be on an ice cream flavor. Ooh.
I don't know, I like sea salt potato chips.
I also like potato chips that are covered in chocolate to get that like mix of like sweet and salty. I imagine it would be something kind of similar with ice cream. I did have a cookie that was like salty but also sweet, so yeah, I think it would be a good choice. Count me in.
Oh, speaking of the beach, did you pack a bathing suit by any chance?
Coming to the seaside town like this, having one is practically mandatory. Ah, crap, did I? I can't even remember, honestly. Sure I did.
You stuttered. Well, if you don't have one, I can help you pick one out later.
Okay. It's a little bit personal though, isn't it? I mean, I like her forward approach, but at the same time, I guess it shouldn't be a weird thing. A girl helping a guy friend out with buying bathing suits or whatever. It shouldn't be a weird thing, I guess. But I don't know, it comes off a little weird.
It'll give me a good excuse to show you some of the stores around here. I mean, the last thing I want is for you to give me a bad review to Mr. Konbini.
Suzume finishes her ice cream, then balls up her napkin and throws it in a nearby trash can. She gets up from her chair with a quick stretch and tucks it back under the table.
Hey, listen!
Listen, I have to cut today short, okay? I've got loads of homework I need to finish. I was planning on taking you to the beach, but there's not much of a point if you don't have a swimsuit. I mean, considering this was very impromptu, I doubt he would really have it like on him just like that. You can see it from anywhere in town anyway, so it's not exactly a hidden treasure. I guess there really isn't a lot here now that I think about it. I could show you the shipyard, but regular people aren't allowed over there. Shipyard, huh? You know, the shipyard is where my brother works. He works some pretty late nights. Wait, your brother? So am I right in assuming you're not staying with your parents? I give a half-hearted shrug in response. No, but they were the ones that moved me here. I stay with my older brother. He's not around all that much, though. You don't have parents to stay around. I don't have parents to stay around. We're actually kind of similar. You're one of the transfers for the music program, right? Did you forget that already? You must be pretty good at whatever you play to make it here. It takes real talent to get into anything musical in this town. I'm decent, at least. Decent, huh? You are far too modest for my taste, Arasashi. Anyway, we can call it quits here if you'd like. How about we pick things up tomorrow? Maybe next time we can go shopping or something. Beforehand, find out if you have a swimsuit or not. That's your homework. Sure, I'll go through my things tonight and see. It's probably easier homework than what you have. Awesome, see you later then. Bye for now. She doesn't seem that bad. She takes a little getting used to, but she's been a big help. Maybe when I have some free time, I should thank her. I'd bet she'd appreciate it. At least she didn't leave me so far out this time. I should be able to find my way home pretty easily from here. With nothing else planned for today, I should start heading back there. Okay, a nice quick little day. Back again, same old place by the looks of it. I undo my bag and toss it against the living room wall. It lands on the floor with an audible thud. At least my feet aren't hurting this time around. Doesn't look like Uruta's home from work yet. Yeah, it still looks like daylight. I should think about doing something nice for him. He did take me in after all. Now, to figure out what that thing is. Ah, I've got an idea. I slam my right fist down onto my left palm. I should try to make a meal or something. Let me check the fridge and see what he has. Milk, eggs, lettuce. Bare bones stuff, nothing fancy. Wonder how he'd feel about scrambled eggs. I mean, hey, he's buying the simple ingredients. I'm sure he likes simple food. Or he's really poor. Which, I mean, probably with the shipyard. I don't know, do shipyard jobs even... I imagine they're kind of like factory jobs in a way, but I don't know. I'm sure he'll like something simple. He'll appreciate it nonetheless. Guess that'll have to do for now. These should be straightforward to prepare. I used to cook all the time back home, though I wouldn't go as far as to say I was really a good cook. People ate what I made, so that's good enough. Right, here goes nothing. What you making? What you making? Is it sandwiches? Of course you would announce it that way. Honey, I'm home. Eh? Oh, something smells really good. You made dinner?
Right on.
Right on, little bro. I want to do something small as a thank you for letting me stay. It's very thoughtful, man. But you didn't need to do that. Oh, could you lend me a hand real quick? I have some groceries back out in the car that I picked up. I could use a little extra help getting them in. Sure, be happy to. Awesome, follow me then. I grab as many grocery bags as I can and follow Uruta back inside. Both of my arms were covered in plastic as Uruta helped me back to the door. Only the weak make second trips. Okay, this sounds like my partner. But to be fair to my partner, he has like gigantic arms. So, like, second trips are like nothing to him. Me, I'm weak, I'm small boned, I don't even lift. So it will take me a while. Especially if things are like larger and cumbersome. But yeah, it's definitely the energy of my partner. That should do it. Thanks for the help. No problem, happy to do it. I'm ready to dig into these eggs of yours. I hope they taste as good as they smell. I guess we'll find out. Uruta and I sat down to a relaxing meal together. Then, before either of us knew it, night soon arrived. Were the eggs good? Burp. I don't know how to burp on command. No, I can't even think about it. Whoops, guess I ate a little more than I thought. You know, things here aren't going so bad. Hasn't been perfect, but the transition has been a lot easier than I expected. I guess I owe a lot of that to Suzume. It's getting late. I should turn in for the night. Okay. I let out a loud yawn as I rise from my bed like a zombie from his grave. I could use a yawn myself. Okay. Could have sworn I had a dream last night, but I can't remember what it was. I hate it when that happens. Me too. I should hurry up and get dressed as quickly as I can. I don't want to lose my perfect attendance record already. It's not that big of a deal. Alright, settle down everyone. Let's get right into the morning announcements. I'll be brief today, so please pay attention. First, I want everyone to be aware that we are cutting classes a bit early today. All of you make sure to head straight home after school. Is it for, like, festival preparations? That means no loitering in town, understood? Oh, not even in town? Mr. Konbini straightens his tie and glasses. Second, I was told to inform you all not to go near the shipyard or that side of town. Aww. There was an incident around there late last night that authorities discovered earlier today. Oh no. Was it that man and woman who were looking for those tickets or something? If you live in that part of town, please have a teacher escort you home today. We take pride in protecting our students in times of trouble, however rare they might be. Crime in this small kind of town. I mean, obviously small towns have a bigger crime rate than like most big cities because of population. However, I don't know. We just arrived here and that seems sus. Frenzied whispers begin darting around several corners of the room. Troubles, huh? They're cutting school, it must be serious. Dude, who cares? Nothing ever happens around here anyway. Free days are fine with me. Yeah, hot days totally rock. That's enough! Mr. Konbini stomps his left foot, the room falling silent under its powerful weight. After today, class will resume normally. Now, we still have a few more things to go over. Shipyard, huh? What could have happened over there? Whatever it wasn't serious enough that school is being cut because of it. Our brother's not up to anything over there, is he? Wonder if Urta knows anything about it. Better not be involved. I don't think he is, but... The rest of the school day goes by without incident. Soon, it's time to meet back up with my designated guide once more. Hey! Arasashi! Oh, what's up, Suzume? I'm glad I managed to catch you before you left. You remember that announcement from homeroom, don't you? The one about heading straight home after school? Uh-huh, that's the one. That's good that you remember, because I'm going to escort you there. Wait, what? You heard what Mr. Konbini said. You should probably head straight home yourself, Suzume. Suzume rolls her eyes in annoyance. I know, I heard him. This should be totally fine. We're both heading straight home after all. Just to your home. Oh, are you inviting yourself over to my home? You really don't have to. I do! If something happened to you, then it would reflect badly on me. Yeah, reflect badly. It's not like you care or anything, Baka. Don't go thinking this is only for your benefit, got it? This is about protecting my investment, nothing more. Uh-huh. I think we're growing on you, though. This is the second time she's used that line. Is that all she sees me as? Fine, if that's what you want to do. It is, and thank you for finally understanding. Are you ready to go? Sure, let me put this last book away and we can go. Hurry it up already. Impatient, are we? Wait, you live all the way out on the other side of town? Now I'm gonna feel bad having you walk so much the other day. Don't worry about it. Okay, I won't. I wouldn't be that upset if you worried a little. I like their energy that they have with each other. Like, it's very kind of like banter-ish. I think they, like, he's kind of like the Blue Oni, stoic, thinking, smart. I mean, not to say that she isn't smart, because she's got street smarts, yo. But she seems like a bit more like high energetic or whatnot. But I don't know. Their energy plays off of each other really well. And I like where their friendship is going. So, this is your place, huh? No, I've always wondered about these old apartments. You said it was just you and your brother, right? That's what I said. It's good that you're not by yourself. Trust me, living alone isn't as fun as it sounds. Maybe, but he's never around all that much. I only see him right before I have to go to bed. It may seem that way to you, but be glad you have him around in the first place. Well, are you going to invite me in? You want to come in? Sure, why wouldn't I? I did say I was curious about this old place, didn't I? We also have the whole day to ourselves. We may as well do something with it. If you say so. Sure, come on in.
You're a peach.
Arasashi, thank you. I just hope I don't come to regret it. So, this is your room, huh? Why do you have an album over on the dresser over there with my name on it? Don't worry about it. It's a different Suzume. Totally. Yeah. But it's got my bird. Don't worry about it. Okay. This certainly wasn't what I was expecting. What exactly were you expecting? I don't know. Ayumi looks around the room like a curious cat. There doesn't appear to be anything out of the ordinary here. Looks like you aren't some weirdo after all. Is that what you were thinking this entire time? She thought I was some kind of weirdo? Relax, I was only messing with you. Oh, is that your guitar? I think that's what got you transferred here. Yep, you'd be correct. You must be pretty good then, right? I shrugged my shoulders doubtingly. I'm alright, I guess. It must be rough coming all the way out here from your hometown. It's not so bad. Ha! Not so bad, he says. You know, in a way, you kind of remind me of me. What does that mean? Ayumi throws herself down on my bed, extending her arms as far as they can go. She lets out a small sigh and stares up at the ceiling. Lonely. A bit of an outcast in a way. Above all, totally clueless on what they should do next. Forget I said that. It sounded way better in my head. I don't know. I just expected more. Arasashi, you must be bored to tears here. What do you mean? I've lived here pretty much my entire life, but sometimes even I can't stand this place. I want to go to new places, experience new things, smell different smells, figure out who I really am. I want to have wild adventures and make my own mark in the world. In the end, maybe I don't really know what I want. I just know that it isn't this. In a lot of ways, I guess we aren't that different. You're in a new place, confused, not sure what to do next. Lucky for you, I wrote the book on all that stuff. Couldn't have picked a better guide in that regard. I mean, technically, Mr. Konbini did it to pick the guide, but who knows? Maybe it'd benefit you if you made a new friend. Are you sure you're not the one in need of new friends? I'm gonna say, I feel like she's projecting a little bit here. Suzume pulls herself off the bed with a somber smile. Maybe, but I don't really know, to be honest. I guess you can never really have too many of them.
You're not so bad after all.
Not as bad as I first thought, Arasashi. You seem like you have a pretty good head on your shoulders. I do? Yeah, you do. Normally, my attitude makes everyone else run for the hills. Yet, we can hold a conversation, and we seem to get along. You're different, but I can't tell how. Suzume gives me a playful shove. Maybe you are some kind of weirdo. Hey! Thanks for being the time killer, but it's time for me to get going. Keko and I are going shopping. Wait, aren't you guys still not supposed to be in town and stuff? It's almost the time we agreed to meet. Shopping? Are you sure that's a good idea? You heard the announcement. Yeah. The thing is, I've already blown her off 3 times already.
She really needs to stop in town and pick up a few things for the festival. Between my practice and her duties, we hardly ever get to hang out anymore. This is the only time we're both going to be free at the same time for a while. Not to mention, she can't exactly go shopping without me. What happened today was probably a one-time thing. Nothing interesting ever happened here before, after all. Besides, Keiko will be with me. We'll be okay. We have each other. We always have. Oh, that reminds me. I haven't introduced you two, have I?
No, you haven't. Is she a lot like you?
Well, not exactly. She's kind of different in her own right, but not in the same way that I am. She's timid and extremely shy, coupled with the fact that she's hell-bent on being friends with the odd one out. The two together don't exactly make her too popular. It's complicated, and no offense, but we have only known each other for a few days. Maybe I'll explain it to you later, sometime. When I've known you for a little bit more, and I feel comfortable around you. I should probably be off. She'll be waiting for me before too long. Oh, one more thing before I go. Suzume opens my bedroom door, but stops before fully leaving. Keep your chin up, okay? People here, most of them are really friendly. Some can be total jerks, but that's a slim minority. I know it's hard for you to come to terms with being in a new place, but you could pick worse places to end up. Don't let it go to your head if someone says anything to you that comes off as hurtful. Some tend to pick on you if you're not exactly like they are. Anyway, see you around, Narasashi.
See you around, I guess.
Aww. That part made me feel emotional. Aww. Like I said, I like their relationship. I like the way they kind of banter with each other a little, but they can still hold the conversation, and yeah. Another day, yet another complaint. How the saying goes, isn't it? Hiya, Shota. Thought you'd be in bed. This early? You never know. Speaking of early, aren't you home a little earlier than last time? Yeah, looks like I am.
Hey, check this out.
I'm assuming they told you about the trouble we had at the docks. Well, they let me off for the same reason. Police are busy snooping around my sector. They're the ones that told me to go home. Police? Things must be pretty serious. Now that, little brother, depends on how much you already know. What I mean by that is that it'll probably be on the local news. Word tends to travel fast in a small town. I don't think I should be disclosing anything that they wouldn't want me to, you know? But I want to know! What's going on? Who murdered who? Anyway, while we're both here, want some food? I mean real food this time, from the groceries I got yesterday. What, you saying my eggs weren't real food? What do you say we sit down for a nice meal, then we each get a warm bath? Separately, of course, not together. Don't be a fucking weirdo. I figured that much out. Sure, sounds cool with me. You clearly haven't tasted my cooking before. Wait right here, I'll get to work on some grub. Why does he keep calling it grub? It makes me think of like Grubhub. I can hardly wait to see what he comes up with. Hopefully he took after Mom when it comes to cooking. Crossing our fingers on that one. Wait, it's tomorrow Thursday? That means I've almost survived my first full week. Maybe this isn't going to be all that hard after all. I'm still a little nervous, but it fades a little each day. A new place may turn out to be good for me in the long run. I take my phone out of my pants pocket and scroll to contacts. I totally forgot about Suzume putting her number in there the other day. I should send her a text or something so she has mine too. Ooh yeah, that's a good idea. And you can see if she's okay from shopping with Keiko. No idea what I should say though. Let's go with something friendly. I don't know, if we come off too formal, she might just be like, who the hell? Well, no, I don't know. We sound formal normally. She'll probably just joke at it and be like, lighten up, you idiot. But nah, for this, on the safe side, I think it's...
Well, technically we haven't decided if we're friends or not. But if we want to be friends, I think she's okay with being friends. She just hasn't really made up her mind about it yet. So let's go with something friendly. I should try and come up with something friendly. Although, I don't really know Suzume that well. I can at least try to come up with something. Hey, just thought I'd send you a message so you'd have my number. This is Arasashi Shota, and I want to thank you for showing me around. Your ice cream was pretty good too. See you tomorrow. Okay, yeah, that's simple. There, that doesn't sound that bad. Ugh, looks like that one snuck up on me. I should probably be heading to bed now. Really has been an interesting couple of days. Wonder what's in store for me tomorrow. Only good things, I hope. Okay. Whew. That was the best sleep I've had in a while. Pull myself to a sitting position on my bed and give a good stretch. Last night was fantastic. Can't even remember the last time I managed to sleep without any interruptions. Back home, the sound of the city always kept me awake. Here, the only noise you hear at night are the crickets chirping away. Waking up, though, for me, has to be the best part. No hustle and bustle outside, no nagging alarm clock telling me to wake up. Nope, just the sound of the birds outside singing me awake. I can see myself totally getting used to this. Right. I'm well rested and ready to tackle another day. Guess it's time to get moving. Huh? Despite how good I'm feeling, there's this odd air hanging around. Oh, no. Because I was thinking about pausing it, like, cutting it short with, like, because I was thinking of ending the video with him going to sleep. But no, I have this feeling something odd is happening. Can't really explain it, but something feels off. Something tells me I should be extra cautious today. Sure hope the day doesn't turn out to be a bad one. Especially after such a good start. And it's probably nothing. I leap from my bed in a single fluid movement. My feet hit the cold floor in tandem, sending a shiver down my spine. I'm gonna need to hold on to all the energy I can for today. I needed to keep up with Suzume this afternoon. I hope she's alive. No doubt she'll have something planned. My mind begins to turn from the day ahead to my stomach. Wonder what I should do for breakfast. I know. Snap my fingers as I have a eureka moment. Something fresh toast sounds amazing. Couple it with some jelly, maybe a side of eggs, and you have breakfast fit for a champion. Heh. I should probably change out of my pajamas first. Okay. Chapter 2, Partners. Alright. Oh. I should first see if Suzume sent me a text back. Scroll to my messages and give it a once-over. Looks like she saw it, but she didn't reply. Maybe she didn't have time to reply and forgot? That's probably it. Then again, I hope my attempt at being friendly didn't come off as creepy. Well, if she saw it, then she probably is alright. So yeah, okay. That'd be a tough one to explain this afternoon. She might not show me around at all if she thinks I'm a creep. I sure hope I didn't blow it. Enough worrying, time to get out of here already. When I finally coax myself out of my room, I have Uruta to greet me almost instantly. Seems like he was waiting for me specifically. He was sitting at the kitchen counter holding a newspaper and a glass of orange juice. Okay, what's the tea, bro? Hey, big bro, what's the tea? With the orange juice. Seeing my bedroom door open, he greets me with a smile as he takes his attention away from his paper. Good morning. Sleep well? Uruta? I didn't expect to see you still here. Good to see you too, Shota. Uruta takes a swig of his juice, then sits it off to the side of the counter. I didn't mean it like that. Relax. I know what you meant. I won't be here too much longer. I just got a call to come in. Seems police have finally cleaned out of the port. Looks like they've already handled everything they needed to. Uruta begins to fold up his paper as he starts to stand up. He stuffs it under his arm, and he grabs his lunchbox that was hanging loosely from his chair. Although, I have been told they'll be hanging around.
Want something to eat?
I made some eggs and toast if you want to grab something before you leave. That's just what I was craving. Oh yeah? Uruta raises an eyebrow and grins. He reaches across the counter and picks up a plate with food on it. passes it to his other hand, and holds it out for me to grab. By all means, help yourself. I'll do exactly that. Thanks a bunch. Better you taste it first before you thank me. Oh no. I busy myself by tearing into the food like an animal. Through the chomps, I managed to get a sentence out for conversation's sake. Since my main focus was eating, my brain was on auto for most of it. So what was the trouble about anyway? Okay. Finally this is what I need to know before I end. Don't get me started. Urta's usually friendly expression gives way to a scowl. He closes his eyes and exhales before properly answering the question. I don't feel like getting into it this early in the morning. It'll probably be on the afternoon news if you're interested. All I know is some young woman was attacked in the old port district. I think someone lured her in there. If you want more information, check the news. Sure, I'll try and catch it. Okay, so the woman, probably the woman from earlier under that street lamp, is dead. So we know who that guy is, sort of ish. We saw him. If it even is that couple under the street lamp. Take a dry swallow of toast. Wow, I never expected something like that to happen in a small town like this. Could it have been a crime of passion? Whatever it was, I hope it was a one-time thing. I wouldn't let it worry you too much, Shota. Urta playfully shoves me forward. Things like this usually never happen here. You shouldn't be afraid to walk the streets because of it. Did they get whoever did it? Nope. Jury's still out on that one. I think you should be fine, though. So long as you steer clear of the port for the time being. Not like a high school kid has any business there in the first place. Urta cheers himself up and places his hand on my head. If I were you, I'd worry more about how late it's getting. Huh? I quickly take a glance at the clock and a cold shiver runs through me. There goes that fucking perfect attendance. Crap. I almost fumble out of my chair as I practically bend down to pick up my bag. I slip it over my shoulder and make a beeline for the front door. When I get there, I hastily begin putting on my sneakers. A piece of toast still dangling from the corner of my mouth. Aww, he's doing the cliche, guys. If I hang around too much longer, I'm gonna be late. See you later, Urta. Good luck today at school, little bro. I can't believe I was so worried about what happened that I was almost late for school. I gotta remember to check the news this afternoon. For now, my head should be on my classes instead of some once-in-a-lifetime attack. At least I know I won't be going around the port district anytime soon. Okay. I think this is a good place to end. I'm sorry, I had to know what, everything was, leading up to it just, being, a weird thing happening with, I thought Suzume was probably going to get snatched or dead or something. But no, I think she'll be okay. She saw the text, so she should be fine. Obviously, with the stuff with the port all clearing out, it should be good. Cross my fingers, because we need more interactions with Suzume and Shota. With Ayumi and Shota. We need it. Okay, I need it. But we need it, because I'm showing you guys. Anyways, thank you so much for watching me play Watashi Suzume. We're going to be bringing this back for next week. I'm anxious to know where it goes. I'm invested now. I'm invested. I need to know. Let's see where things go in the future. Preparing for festivals. Going on more tours with Ayumi Suzume. I don't know whether I want to keep calling her Ayumi or Suzume. I mean, because Shota calls her Suzume. Keiko calls her Ayumi. So, or even just Yumi. I don't know. But yeah. That about wraps things up here. If you want to continue going through the series with me, feel free to like, subscribe, comment, any of those things or none of those things at all. It's completely up to you, whatever you feel comfortable doing. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I hope to see you in the next one. So take care, and bye-bye!